The gymnasium echoed with the squeak of sneakers on polished wood and the rhythmic bounce of basketballs, afternoon sunlight pouring through high windows, and the air smelled like sweat and floor wax as 12-year-old Tyler Martinez sat in his wheelchair at the edge of the court, his eyes following every move with the kind of longing that comes from loving something you can't fully participate in. If you believe every kid deserves to feel safe and included, like, share, and subscribe. Tyler had been coming to Lincoln Middle School's open gym for 3 months ever since the car accident that had taken his ability to walk, but not his love for basketball. And Coach Williams had welcomed him with open arms, letting him participate however he could. The older teenagers, high schoolers who used the gym after the middle school program, had been tolerating Tyler's presence until today, when their ringleader, a 17-year-old named Derek with a varsity jacket and an ego twice his size, decided Tyler was taking up too much space. Without warning, Derek grabbed the back of Tyler's wheelchair and shoved it hard, sending Tyler rolling backward into the wall with a metallic bang that made everyone stop and turn. "Move it, Wheels, you're in the way," Derek said with a laugh that his friends immediately echoed, and Tyler's face went from shock to humiliation to fear as he tried to straighten his chair, his hands shaking. The middle school kids who'd been practicing with Tyler stood frozen, wanting to help but terrified of the older boys, and the few adults in the gym looked uncomfortable but didn't intervene. Tyler's eyes filled with tears he refused to let fall as he repositioned his wheelchair, his voice barely a whisper. "Sorry, I didn't mean to be in your way." And that apology for existing was perhaps the saddest thing anyone had ever heard. Derek wasn't done, stepping closer with his friends flanking him. "You know what? Maybe you shouldn't be here at all. This is for real players, not charity cases." And he reached for Tyler's chair again. Before his hand could make contact, a voice cut through the gym like a thunderclap. "Nobody touches that chair." Coach Marcus Williams was 6'5", built like he still played college ball, and when he was angry his presence filled a room like a physical force. And right now he was moving across that court faster than anyone had ever seen him move. Derek tried to play it off, hands up. "Coach, we were just messing around, no harm done." But Coach Williams wasn't hearing it, positioning himself directly between Derek and Tyler, like a wall of muscle and righteousness. "You just assaulted a child," Coach Williams said, his voice deadly quiet. "You put your hands on a 12-year-old kid in a wheelchair, shoved him into a wall, and you think that's messing around?" The gym had gone completely silent, every person frozen, watching this confrontation that had shifted from bullying to accountability in seconds. Derek's friends were backing away slowly, but Coach Williams pointed at them. "You three stay right where you are. You laughed, you encouraged it, you're part of this." Coach Williams pulled out his phone, his eyes never leaving Derek's face. "I'm calling your coach at the high school, then your parents, then I'm filing a report with the school district and the police, because what you just did is assault and battery on a minor." Derek's confidence evaporated, his face going pale. "Coach, come on, that's excessive, don't ruin my season over this." But Coach Williams was unmoved. "You should have thought about your season before you decided to bully a kid in a wheelchair." One of Derek's friends tried to defend him. "He's varsity, he's got scouts looking at him." And Coach Williams turned with an expression that could freeze fire. "Tyler has scouts too, life scouts, watching to see if adults will protect him or abandon him." The parent who'd been watching finally found her courage. "I saw the whole thing, I'll be a witness if you need one." And the janitor nodded. "I saw it too, I'll testify." Coach Williams knelt beside Tyler's chair, his voice gentle now. "Tyler, are you hurt? Do you need me to call your parents?" And Tyler, still shaking, whispered, "I just want to go home." Coach Williams nodded. "I understand, but I need you to know. What he did was wrong. You did nothing to deserve it. And you have every right to be in this gym, to love basketball, to take up space, understand?" He stood and addressed the entire gym. "Let me make something clear to everyone. This gym is a safe space for all students, regardless of ability, and if you have a problem with that, there's the door." Derek tried one more time, desperate. "Coach Williams, please, I'm sorry, I'll apologize, I'll do anything." But Coach Williams was already dialing. "You should have been sorry before you put hands on him, not after you got caught." Within 15 minutes, the athletic director arrived, followed by Derek's parents, and the conversation was brief and final. Derek was suspended from the team, banned from the gym permanently, and required to complete community service with adaptive sports programs. But Coach Williams wasn't done. He called an emergency meeting with the school district and proposed a comprehensive anti-bullying protocol for all athletic facilities, including mandatory training on inclusion and respect. He reached out to the local wheelchair basketball league and arranged for them to do a demonstration at the school, and he invited Tyler to participate, giving him a platform to show his skills rather than hide his chair. The story spread through the school like wildfire, not because of the bullying but because Coach Williams had drawn a line so clearly that no one could claim ignorance, because consequences had been real and immediate. Tyler came back to the gym the next week, nervous but determined, and found that the middle school kids had organized themselves into his unofficial protection squad, making sure he always had space, always had teammates who valued him. One 8th grader told him, "Coach Williams said being a good teammate means protecting each other. So that's what we're doing. You're one of us." And Tyler felt like he belonged somewhere for the first time since the accident. Coach Williams started a new program, Adaptive Basketball Skills, open to all students, where kids in wheelchairs could play alongside able-bodied students, and it became one of the most popular programs in the school. Derek served his suspension and community service, and while he never apologized in person, his younger brother did, saying, "My brother was wrong, and watching what happened changed how I think about a lot of things. Sometimes the worst moments become catalysts for the best changes, because the response to cruelty determines what kind of community we build, whether we protect the vulnerable or abandon them. Don't ever let anyone tell you that speaking up is too dramatic, that consequences are too harsh, because every time we hold bullies accountable, we send a message to every potential victim that they matter. They're valued, they're protected." Tyler still goes to that gym, still practices basketball, and when new kids come in wheelchairs or with disabilities, Tyler's the first to welcome them, to show them the space Coach Williams created, to promise them that here, they're safe. Hit subscribe if this story reminded you that protecting kids is always the right choice, that adults have the power to create safe spaces, and drop a comment below. Have you witnessed someone being bullied for their disability? Did someone step in?